Hey guys, this is Om again. Welcome to sixth episode of 101 Mistakes of My Life series. This is gonna be only in English because it's relevant for the global audience. And as you know, we just started Bootstrappers World and Dropshippers World series. And I'm so sorry it's taking a little longer than expected because there have been some delays as I was busy with some of the other stuff that's happening. I'm speaking at one of the biggest events of affiliate marketing next month, so was little held up with during prep stuff for all of that, and also I realized that the voice clarity is not so great when I record these these videos on my iPhone or my Samsung Note 10 Plus, and I gotta do something better than that so that the community can benefit from that, right? Because I'm investing time and energy, and it'll be nicer if that give much better output than these impromptu videos. Also, my content was kind of scattered and all over the place, and it was little slow paced as well. So I decided to shift things around a little bit, and it'll be only a Hindi series and then an English only series, and we will upload that on different channels like I mentioned: Bloggers World, Bootstrappers World, and Dropshippers World, and Domainiers World. All will be separate. Initially the trailers will go live on my Omtoke channel, and then respective videos would be going on in those channels, and then they will go live one by one. All right, so in this episode I want to cover a little bit about my e-commerce blunder, because a lot of you have been watching and joining the Dropshippers World Facebook group and WhatsApp group and requesting me to make the next video, and I apologize once again that I had not been able to find time to do that. All right, so yeah, so one of the biggest mistakes that we made when we entered the e-commerce world was that we were smitten by these crazy low CPAs, right? So we were getting conversions for like literally 100 rupees, 90 rupees, 80 rupees, 70 rupees. 70 rupees is like $1, right? And it's crazy, isn't it? Like $30 conversion for just $1 CPA was crazy low, and we were just scaling hard, right? Initially, we didn't even give a shit to taxes and stuff. We didn't realize we should have deducted GST from potential earnings because it's gonna go from our profits. We didn't count the returns properly, so the return cost was not properly factored into the calculations. We never maintained daily profit sheet. That's the biggest blunder that we did. So remember, if you have to run an e-commerce business profitably, you have to maintain daily profit sheets, and I mean it daily. Okay, it cannot be weekly, it cannot be fortnightly, it cannot be monthly. You have to maintain daily profit sheet. That's the only goddamn way out of this mess. Otherwise, you ask anybody who has done volumes in e-commerce, they are gonna tell you the same shit. If you don't maintain daily profit sheets, then it's a real big mess. Okay, second thing could be buying inventory very aggressively. Sometimes we knew that during Chinese New Year we would need a lot of stock, so we bought more than what was expected, what was needed, right? And then we had a dead inventory of almost $100,000 lying in our warehouse, and we still have almost, like, I don't know, maybe $30,000 worth of dead stocks which are like literally useless. Of course, we have running inventory always at any point of close to 100k, but that doesn't hurt as much because we ultimately end up selling it. However, the other portion, which is the dead stock, pinches a lot, and it also causes extra warehousing cost, right? It's an overhead, it's a burden. Also eats up into your profit margins, and let's say if you are running on very tight budgets, then it can be a disaster, right? It can actually be a the last nail in the coffin for your e-commerce business. You might have to shut shop because you have too much of dead stock. All right, and then the third thing that I wanted to share was the traditional dropshipping model is not working that much anymore, especially in India, right? So if you want to make this work profitably, it's okay to start testing under dropshipping model, but you cannot hope to make profits from it. All right, So let's say you get a crazy low $1.5 to $2 CPA for a 30, 40 or even $50 sale. We are seeing our clients having, $50 items sold for with $2 CPA. So if that happens, the first thing that you gotta do is import stocks of at least 500,000 units in India, all right, and make sure that you scale profitably. Okay, so it's okay to sell initial 100 pieces to see the deliveries, to see the teleconfirmations, right? And once you're sure that it's profitable, although even if it's not profitable during the test run, you gotta bulk import these products and then run them profitably. So that was another blunder that we did, and I think it must have also costed us at least, if not more than at least $100,000 worth of potential, profit losses or revenue losses. The last thing that was really messed up during that period was, we were all over the place. We were trying to build tech on one side. We were trying to run everything ourselves. We were not outsourcing to experts. We were trying to control everything in house. On one hand, it was a great thing because I feel, even now outsourcing a call center is a tough call. But of course, if you're a media buyer sitting in, let's say, Slovenia or Uzbekistan or some city of America, somewhere in Australia, somewhere where you don't have an option to open up a call center in India, right? Then it's a different thing. You have to find one of the reliable partners. But I'm talking about those who can actually do it here in India. They must do it themselves because it's a stupid thing to outsource call center if you are in India and you cannot have control over your data, right? And then the final thing that you must not do, which was the biggest blunder that I made in e-commerce, was to keep an eye on the cash flow. So let's say sometimes deliveries can be delayed, so you have to make your cash flow projections so that this week you're let's say expecting $30,000 and deliveries were slow and you're gonna just get, let's say, 12K or 15K cash. So this can very easily pile up frustration and hurt your cash flow big time, right? But if you're prepared, what you can do is apply for an overdraft and OD limit, or keep your credit card balances, plan your finances in advance, right? And then you're good, you're sorted. You won't have to struggle. But there were times that we had even cash crunch, that God has been kind enough that we had money coming from other businesses where we could just push it into this, but it potentially screwed my almost, I don't know, if not something that $200,000 worth of business in my other streams, such as affiliate marketing and my tech company and my agency model. So it caused me big losses. Like if I would have invested the same amount of money last year or during that whole fiasco of like 1.5 years, where we were just running e-commerce slight profitably with lower margins, I would have made over, I don't know, $500,000 worth of profit easily in my other businesses, which got literally screwed. Okay, literally screwed. So that was the worst thing I ever did as a businessman. And all right, again, I'm not ashamed of it because hey, we are all humans, we make mistakes, but it's very important to learn from those mistakes. So guys, money makes money, and in e-commerce you need cash, you need cash flow, you need deep lines of credit. So make sure you have line of credit with Facebook. If not, then at least a good limit American Express card or whatever card, right, with a $10,000-$20,000 or $50,000 limit. And don't buy stocks very aggressively, but having said that, also don't make it too slow in this process, so that when you're scaling, you gotta scale profitably with low product prices. All right, it can't be that if the same product is available on AliExpress with the standard shipping to India at $14, but you could procure it locally for potentially $5 or $7, you can't make it profitable at 14. All right, even if you price it at $50, because that $10 will be your net profit margin. I mean, the game changer in the profit margins of your your business, the net profits would go up by this $10. And imagine if you're doing 100 sales a day, you're talking about $1,000 worth of profits only from this, correct? So yeah, that's it. It's already been 10 minutes. If you guys haven't joined our Facebook group, please join it, Dropshippers World, Bootstrappers World, and Bloggers World. And also join our Facebook groups. Please do subscribe to this channel, because you're gonna get most of the updates on this channel as of now. And as soon as the separate channels are ready, I'm gonna roll out those videos which would be professionally shot and not like this, like crazy lighting and bad sound, and you won't have to bear with all of that. So I need some more editing time for that, right? That's why they're gonna start coming out after November 16th, once I'm done with the prep for next month's event. And I'm gonna announce that as well very soon on this channel, once my posters are out, and once we're fully prepared to do what we have to do. All right. Okay then, take care guys, bye bye, good night, stay tuned to this channel, and keep participating, and engage with our groups, and help the community members, and let's make this world a better place, right? And let us all grow together. Okay, bye bye.